So in Ayurveda, the number one way to bring your hormones back into balance is to improve your digestion. I know for some of you, it's like, well, how is that even related? So in a brief kind of sentence here, when our digestion is weak, meaning that when we're eating our food, if there's any gas or bloating or heartburn after we eat, or maybe we're really tired, that's just a sign that we have a weaker digestive system. When our digestive system is weak, we're creating toxins out of the food that we're eating. We're getting some nutrients and minerals and vitamins, but part of it is being turned into what's called ama in Ayurveda. So kind of this undigested food matter starts to ferment in the digestive tract. And when it starts to ferment, well, anything that ferments kind of expands, right? So now we have the gas and the bloating. Now there's these 5 stages of disease in Ayurveda, and basically what happens are these toxins start accumulating, migrating, aggravating, in all these different stages in Ayurveda of the disease process. And now these toxins start kind of traveling around different parts of your body. And they're aggravating to certain areas of your body. One of the areas that they're really aggravating to is your liver. Now, when our liver is congested with physical toxins, environmental toxins, then our hormones have a difficult time of balancing out. The liver is so important in its role in keeping our hormonal system balanced. So that's just kind of a brief cap of explanation of why our digestion is so important in having hormonal balance. So here are a few ways. There's so many ways to keep your digestion strong and balanced in Ayurveda, but these are some really good foundational practices that you can start right away to start feeling better. Number 1 is switch to drinking warm water. I hear this all the time. I don't like the taste of warm water. There's something about it. And then these same women, months later will say to me, I love the warm water. I can just feel its effects on my digestion. Your body loves warm water. Cold water is a bit more of a shock to your system, and your digestive system is warm. So it receives warm water much better. It helps remove toxins. It helps digest your food. It's very, very good switching to warm water. Now, another thing that I know it took me a long time to kind of fix this habit of mine. I used to eat way too quickly. I would be someone who maybe took an hour to make this beautiful meal and I'd finish it in 10 minutes. And then I'd be left feeling gassy and bloated, wondering if it was some of the food that I ate, why my stomach was upset. Once I learned to slow down the pace of my eating, it made a huge difference. So going along with this is chew your food. Again, this was something I chewed, but I didn't really think about whether I should chew it for a long time or a little time. We should definitely be chewing our food to help your digestive system out. If you're just chewing and then swallowing big pieces of food, that's a lot of work for your stomach and that acid to all have to break it down. Why not take the time, enjoy your food, slow down. A really good way is to put your fork or your spoon down. Oh, I didn't even want to put it down. I was just like gripping it because I just wanted to take that next bite. Slowing down was really, really difficult for me. Now, if this is similar for you, one tip I can share that I did that really helped was I would put on a 15 to 20 minute song, a pretty peaceful meditation type song, nothing exciting. And I would try and stretch my meal out till the end of the song. Well, the first few times I did this, I was like, oh, okay, it must almost be over. And my meal was done like 8 or 10 minutes. And I still had basically 10 or 15 minutes left of the song. And so I knew this was a big issue for me. So for me, I would take a bite. I'd put my spoon or fork down. I'd chew and chew and chew and chew. In the beginning, it seems like you're just chewing forever if you're not used to that. And eventually, it just became my new way of eating. And I didn't feel that churning in my stomach or the gas and the bloating. It really, really did make a big difference. So that's another really great way to improve your digestion. Another way to improve your digestion is to make sure you don't skip your lunch. I know we're busy, but the lunchtime is the most important time of the day to eat. It's when our digestive fire, which in Ayurveda is called Agni, is at its strongest. And the later on in the day, as the day goes on, our digestive power kind of gets weaker and weaker and weaker, which is ironic because in our society, typically we have our largest meal at dinner time. And for some, they don't really notice a difference in their digestion, whether they have a large meal at dinner or not. But for some, it's really noticeable. You feel very sluggish and very tired and very groggy after dinner. And then you wake up feeling groggy. So having a light and early dinner is another really good way to start improving your digestion. So there's lots of other ways, but that's really what Ayurveda focuses on, and bringing our hormones back into balance is reducing the toxins from the food we eat so that our organs can function properly to balance our hormones. It's wonderful.